2020 President of the American Welding Society. On behalf of the AWS, I'd like to congratulate the winners of the 2020 Excellence in Welding Awards. WEMCO, an association of welding equipment manufacturers and industry partners of AWS, created these awards to recognize individuals and organizations that are instrumental in raising the image of welding and strengthening the industry. It's important to note that when the WEMCO Executive Committee selected the winners from a large pool of nominations, an emphasis is placed on special attributes. For example, the amount of time a nominee has devoted to the industry, the level to which they have advanced welding at local, regional, and national levels, their work in outreach and training programs for students and young people, raising awareness of welding through media, their excellence in serving the welding industry through their notable skills, knowledge, and capability, and outstanding awards resulting from the advancement in welding. While the recipients are being recognized today in a virtual capacity, they will be sponsored by WEMCO and the AWS Foundation for their attendance to the Excellence in Welding Awards ceremony during FabTech in Chicago next September. These 8 winners have displayed outstanding dedication in promoting welding within their communities, and AWS is proud to support them. WEMCO will accept nominations for next year's Excellence in Welding Awards beginning in early 2021, and you're encouraged to nominate a person or organization who you deem worthy. Thank you to all who have participated during this year's award selection process, and thank you for helping AWS advance the science, technology, application of welding and allied joining and cutting processes worldwide. Thank you.
Welcome. My name is Mike Tecklenburg, the chair of WEMCO's Excellence in Welding Awards Committee. On behalf of the American Welding Society, the AWS Foundation, and WEMCO, an association of equipment manufacturers supporting the welding industry and an industry partner to AWS, I would like to welcome you to the 18th Annual Excellence in Welding Awards. Annually, these organizations offer the opportunity for those in the welding industry to provide nominations that recognize the outstanding performance of individuals or organizations in promoting or advancing the welding industry. And each year we receive many nominees for the awards for each of the categories: individual, educator, educational institution, veteran, small business, large business, AWS section, distributor, and media. Each member of the WEMCO Executive Committee thoroughly reviews each of those nominations to determine what they deem to be the most outstanding candidate for each of the categories. The process involves a significant amount of time and effort, and the final selection of the winners requires careful consideration. It is so difficult because of the wealth of great nominees. Thank you, WEMCO leaders, for your diligence in selecting another superior class of Excellence in Welding winners. You should know that all of these receiving awards today are an elite group selected from highly qualified list of nominees. These awards recognize individuals and organizations that truly excelled in promoting the welding industry in their communities. We call these Excellence in Welding Awards, but they really are awards that recognize individuals and organizations that are making a positive difference in real people's lives, in your local communities, and in the industry that is so important to the sustainability of our nation. All the recipients are shining examples of what makes our industry so great. It is an honor to present these awards today. And now we will begin with the presentations. The first award to be given today is in the individual category. In this category, we recognize a person who has shown superior dedication to the welding industry and whose efforts have promoted and advanced welding in their community. This year's winner is Tom West. Mr. West has a degree in welding engineering and over 50 years of welding engineering experience in the marine environment, supporting repair and construction of U.S. Navy vessels and offshore oil field subsea work. Mr. West, who worked for the Department of Navy and Oceaneering International before starting his own companies, Welding Engineering Service and Third Party Plus, Inc. Mr. West has been an active member of the AWS D3 Committee on Welding in Marine Construction. He has been active on the D3B Subcommittee on Underwater Welding since its conception over 40 years ago. Mr. West is a key individual supporting the Department of the Navy, NAVSEA OOC Underwater Ship Husbandry Division over the past 30 years, focusing on underwater welding for ship repair. Mr. West has never been formally recognized by the welding community for his role in initiating and executing the first underwater wet welding procedure to be qualified to an AWS standard and used on a USS naval vessel. This historic accomplishment was achieved in 1974 when Mr. West, along with another hard-charging individual, Mr. Whitney Grubbs, set out to prove that underwater wet welding could be used for production-type repairs and maintenance of U.S. ships. News of the success of underwater wet welding on the USS Newport News traveled fast in the marine industry, leading to the rapid growth of underwater welding in the 1970s and 1980s. It resulted in numerous cost-saving repairs to offshore oil platforms. Subsequently, Mr. West was instrumental with the establishment of the AWS D3.6 Subcommittee for Underwater Welding. As the nominator noted, during my 25 plus years association with Mr. West as a Navy representative for underwater welding and D3B Subcommittee Vice Chair, Mr. West not only served a role as my mentor, but I would also have to say as a mentor for the majority of underwater welding community. Mr. West has been the cornerstone with keeping committee meetings on an even keel and bringing common sense solutions to the welding issues. Mr. West has engineered and developed numerous underwater electrodes, some of which are the most used electrodes today in the industry worldwide. Mr. West initiated, authored, and promulgated the specification for covered electrodes for underwater wet shielded metal arc welding, AWS A5.35. This is the first ever specification to establish the requirements for the classification of electrode used for underwater wet welding. Mr. West has also engineered, developed, and executed numerous first-of-a-kind underwater welding procedures, wet and dry habitat, for the NAVSEA OOC. Mr. West's knowledge, experience, and dedication with underwater welding has saved taxpayers millions of dollars by allowing the Navy to perform underwater ship repairs and avoiding costly dry dockings. Mr. West is credited for advancing underwater welding in both the Navy and commercial industry. It is my honor to present the Excellence in Welding Award in the individual category to Tom West. Unfortunately, it is too difficult in a virtual setting to offer Mr. West the opportunity to provide his personal comments, but we will offer his response in achieving this honor, as we will for all of the individuals and organizations honored today. And Mr. West's response: thank you. I hope my contributions have in some way advanced the state of the art in welding. Okay, we're going to move on to the educator category, which is awarded to a person in the education field who has demonstrated an exemplary commitment to furthering the future welding workforce. This year's winner is Kathy Lindquist. Ms. Catherine A. Lindquist has an extensive welding background. She began as a welder, fabricator, then leading welding trainer and production welder, qualifier in the private industry. She obtained her CWI in 2007, recertified in 2015, and has used it to qualify local industry welders in manufacturing, construction, and for the Michigan Department of Transportation. She obtained her associate's degree in applied science in welding technology in 1987 and has continued her education towards a Bachelor of Applied Science in Welding Technology. In 1989, she joined the teaching staff at Lansing Community College and is now the lead faculty for the Welding Technology program. She was also the lead instructor for Eaton Intermediate School District from 1994 to 2010, where students who participated in the program received college credit in welding technology. She supports students in the competitive welding events, Skills USA, and State Secondary at Ferris State University, as well as being a welding advisor since 1996 for the Skills USA welding program. Ms. Lindquist is responsible for organizing the welding curriculum into modules for the MTech at the Lansing Community College. She has a background in knowledge of blueprint symbols, metallurgy, shielded gas metal arc, gas tungsten, and oxy-fuel welding, as well as cutting operations. She is responsible for the retention and recruitment of welding students to further their education at Lansing Community College and acts as a mentor and advisor to the students in and out of the classroom. It is a pleasure to present the Excellence in Welding Award in the individual category to Kathy Lundquist. And Kathy's response: I would like to start by thanking WEMCO and the AWS selection committees for choosing me as the Excellence in Welding Educator of the Year. Thank you to my former student, Terry Clark, who nominated me and now knows that becoming one with the weld works. Thanks to Norm Strayer and Bill Eggleston, who saw a future welding instructor in me back in January 1989 and believed in me and then encouraged me to become a CWI. And last but not least, to my sons, Don and Max, who learned to cook at an early age and put up with my long hours. As a welding instructor, and the real reward for the 33 years I spent at Lansing Community College, 31 years as an educator, was teaching new students starting a new career, those working to improve their skills or those learning a new hobby. Through my career as a welding educator, I have assisted in changing many lives as they have changed mine. I will be forever grateful. Thank you, Kathy. Not only do we recognize the individual educators, but we also have an award for the educational facilities that are committed to the field of training. This year's winner in the educational facility category is the Hobart Institute of Welding Technology. The Hobart Institute of Welding Technology, HIWT, was established in 1930 and in 1940 was granted a charter by the state of Ohio as a 501c3 nonprofit known as the Hobart Trade School. The college currently has 2 skilled training programs, a 24-week structural welding program and a 40-week combination structural and pipe welding program. Students who attend one of our programs can earn AWS certifications as part of their education. The school is an AWS accredited testing facility offering services to corporate customers and individuals in the welding industry. The Institute provides technical and specialized training to welders in all phases of their careers. Our corporate services team hosts AWS, CWI, CWS preparation courses for those tests and offers both welder and procedural certification and qualification services and can design specialized training for any welding process based on the customer need, either at the Troy, Ohio facility or at the customer's place of business. HIWT is fully accredited by the Accrediting Commission for Career Schools and Colleges and recognizes as meeting or exceeding standards by the Ohio State Board of Career Colleges and Schools. The Institute is approved by the Department of Education to participate in Title IV funding, as well as veterans benefits. HIWT is recognized as a military-friendly school by Victory a service-disabled veteran-owned business. The Hobart Institute campus is in Troy, Ohio, and sits on nearly 13 acres that house 2 training buildings, encompassing nearly 160,000 square feet, with over 350 weld stations, 19 air-conditioned classrooms, and a dedicated welder certification lab. Boasting an overall graduation rate of 92% and in-field employment rate of 94%, HIWT is recognized as a leader in welding education. HIWT has trained over 100,000 welders, including thousands that were trained for World War II production in 1942 to 1945. HIWT graduates come from all over the United States and obtain employment in a variety of settings, from small fabrication shop, shipbuilding, military contracting, UA locals, aerospace, and construction. Our graduates are part of the essential workers that build America. Our corporate services team provides specialized training, welder qualification, and certification, and has a staff diverse enough to design, teach training courses for individual customers. HIWT was ranked 19th out of 4,500 U.S. colleges and universities for the 10-year return on investment in study done by the Georgetown University Center on Education and Workforce, entitled Ranking ROI of 4,500 U.S. colleges and universities. This puts the Hobart Institute in the top 0.5% of colleges and universities in the survey, and the top 3% of the 40-year return on investment mark, placing us above many high-profile and prestigious universities. The success of our graduates is a testament to the quality of education, instructor staff, and the support students receive. On the first day of class, the student becomes a part of the HIWT family. Our student services program assists them in all facets of their education, as well as offering career services assistance after they graduate. It is this personal touch and educational excellence while on the campus that sets HIWT graduates apart from all others. It is the reason we are considered the best welding school in the industry. The Hobart Institute of Welding Technology is committed to training the world's best welders. It is this commitment that has helped us serve the welding industry for 90 years. The 94% in-field employment rate for our graduates is a testament to the quality of education received at the Institute. I am proud to present the Excellence in Welding Award in the educational facility category to the Hobart Institute of Welding Technology. And a quote from Scott A. Mazzula, President and CEO of the Hobart Institute. On behalf of the Hobart Institute of Welding Technology and staff, Board of Directors, students, alumni, and our community, thank you for the honor of this prestigious award. We are appreciative of every staff member, past and present, for their contribution over the course of our 90 years in welding education. Without their dedication to excellence, these awards would not be possible. The welding industry has our continued commitment to train the world's best welders for the next 90 years. Small businesses around the country also play a major role in raising the profile of the welding industry. This year, we honor multi-craft contractors with the Excellence in Welding Award in the small business category. Multi-craft contractors began in 1972 in Northwest Arkansas as a local contracting company. They expanded and opened a plant in Springfield, Missouri in 2001. The company now has operations in 15 states. Their mantra is, the company is not intimidated by growth or change. That mantra has helped the company succeed, and in turn has helped the welding and manufacturing programs at Ozarks Technical Community College thrive. Multi-Craft employs 1,000 nationwide, with 200 of those located in Springfield. At the Springfield location, the company fabricates stainless steel for the pharmaceutical, food, dairy, and chemical industries, and helps other manufacturing companies to update and automate their production facilities. The company is known for its collaborative efforts in the Springfield, Missouri area, including projects with the Paul Mueller Company, 3M, and Kraft Foods. One of their most recent projects involved manufacturing the tanks that will be used by pharmaceutical companies for the research and production of COVID-19 vaccine. The company is known for being veteran-friendly, allowing opportunities for those who are justice served and for opportunities to empower employees. The company is also involved in the community, supporting local organizations such as the Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Ozarks, Greater Ozark Centers for Advanced Professional Studies, and educational programs at the Ozarks Technical Community College. Multicraft has been a supporter of the welding and manufacturing programs at Ozarks Technical Community College by participating on its advisory committee and with the planning of the new Center for Advanced Manufacturing. The company was instrumental in helping the college develop its 20-week welding program, where students can earn a 34 credit hour welding certificate in 20 weeks. Administrators from the company helped to garner industry support for the college's programs as it transitioned from general welding to more of a stainless steel emphasis, which is more prevalent to the Southwest Missouri area. Representatives from the Multicraft Springfield location serve as leaders, guest speakers, and facilitators in the classroom. A new Explore Advanced Manufacturing camp for middle and high school students was partially sponsored by Multicraft. A representative from the Springfield location of Multicraft has served on the program's advisory committee for nearly 15 years. Advisory committee members are responsible for reviewing the curriculum and help provide support and direction for the program. Multicraft was instrumental in helping the college develop its 20-week industrial welding technology program. The company offers scholarship monies to supplement the Missouri A+ scholarship for welding students. If a Missouri high school graduate meets certain parameters during high school, they are awarded 2 years of free tuition at a Missouri community college. Upon learning that the A+ scholarship does not pay for lab fees, Multicraft started a scholarship to pay the lab fees for qualified students involved in the welding program. In addition, Multicraft fully supports the OTC program in many ways, too numerous to list, offering their employees time, materials, equipment, financial support, and leadership for many of OTC's innovative programs to recruit, encourage, develop, and assist students with entering the working world. Multicraft has truly impacted the lives of students and the Southwest Missouri community through their support of the OTC manufacturing and welding programs. It is my pleasure to present the Excellence in Welding Award in the small business category to Multicraft contractors. Congratulations to each of the Multicraft contractors' employees. And a quote from Greg Herron, General Manager of the Springfield, Missouri location. On behalf of all of us at Multicraft Contractors, thank you for honoring us with the Excellence in Welding Award in the small business category. MCC is passionate about the welding profession, and we are dedicated to work with the community and our educators to promote this great career. We are deeply blessed to have an education partner like Ozarks Technical Community College, who shares our passion for welding and encourages input and collaboration from the business community. I can't imagine where we would be without them at our side. The next category is the welding distributor category. Welding distributors are a very important part of the welding industry, with many acting as representatives of the welding industry to guide schools, companies, and individuals to advance the welding industry. This year, we are proud to honor ARC3 Gases with the Excellence in Welding Award in the distributor category. ARC3 Gases is a multi-generation and now multi-family owned and operated business with 54 locations in Virginia, the Carolinas, and Georgia. They became incorporated in October 2013 when two long-standing independent gas and welding supply companies joined forces. Arquette Equipment Company of Richmond, Virginia, established in 1946, and Machines and Welding Supply of Dunn, North Carolina, established in 1954. ARC3 Gases has a broad distribution and retail network, enabling them to provide outstanding services to customers of all types and sizes, serving many industries ranging from fabrication and manufacturing to research, healthcare, and food and beverage. The culture of ARC3 Gases is to treat all people with respect, honor, and dignity, regardless if you are a customer, vendor, employee, or just a student considering their future career. And despite the merger of two already large distributors, they have maintained that culture. ARC3 Gases recognizes the future of the industry is dependent on engaging and influencing the younger generation to focus on careers in welding. They support this initiative financially and with their time and resources. They have developed partnerships with over 40 high schools and colleges in Virginia and North Carolina. Their belief is that these partnerships will continue to bring qualified young people into the welding industry that can be developed for their business and their customers' businesses. Also, several of their employees teach welding at local schools on a part-time basis. ARC3 has a matching scholarship program commitment with the AWS. They donate to the Gatto Scholarship Program, but most importantly, they are present at numerous conferences and skills competitions where they are promoting welding. They are present at virtually any gathering of young people. They plan and train for their people to advance in welding as a key part of their organization. A quote from one of their vendors stated, "I have watched several of their people go from store retail positions to salesmen, regional managers, and well beyond." ARC3 provides reimbursement for employees to further their welding careers and have developed virtual training programs with vendors during the COVID-19 shutdown to assist their people to continue to develop their careers. They plan for those types of advancements when they find good people, and they invest in them to prepare for that personal growth. ARC3's commitment for the community is a driving force behind what they do. And AWS, the AWS Foundation, and WEMCO are proud to acknowledge their success here today. Congratulations to all of the ARC3 employees. And a quote from the entire ARC3 organization, "We are humbled to receive the Excellence in Welding Award. We are a small part of a great industry. Considering all the great suppliers and fellow distributors we have learned from over the years, it is especially gratifying to be recognized in this way. This award is a testament to our people and their dedication to customer service. Our associates have worked very hard to be helpful, promote welding in their communities, and to serve the present and next generation of welders. With new technology and great people, coupled with the nationwide shortage of welders, the welding industry is abounding with opportunity and well worth promoting." Congratulations. Each year, we also recognize a member of the media and/or producer of digital content that shines a positive light on the welding industry. This year, we recognize Todd Klauser. Todd Klauser is the social media and marketing manager of Weld.com, YouTube's second largest welding education and training channel. Todd started his career managing Weld.com after graduating Penn State University in 2009 with a bachelor's degree in marketing. Todd assisted the owner of the domain Weld.com to start a YouTube channel to help educate and inspire the next generation of welders, as well as assisting those currently in the welding industry. In just a few short years, Todd has grown the channel from a few subscribers to over 500,000. Additionally, Todd runs the Weld.com Instagram program and spends many hours of his free time answering technical welding related questions to the fans and followers. Todd is active in the welding community daily during many of his working hours, as well as after business hours. For an individual who does not have a welding background, Todd has a passion to help and inspire those that do, to help assist in getting accurate information and techniques out into the welding community. Todd recruited welding educators to demonstrate and discuss the proper welding techniques. Twice a week, Todd releases videos which help welders at the ground level improve their welding techniques, as well as build the fundamental knowledge of the individual welder. Todd ensures that Weld.com utilizes the standard terms and definitions set forth by the American Welding Society. The work that Todd is performing is recruiting new welders to the trade. There is a serious national shortage of welders due to the retirement and lack of interest from younger people. The quality and information conveyed in the videos produced by Todd on behalf of Weld.com are encouraging young men and women to get into this trade daily. In addition to the daily technical information being presented on the videos, it is inspiring others to pursue a career in the field of certified welding inspectors, certified welding engineers, and certified welding supervisors. And the nominator indicated, I have personally heard from many instructors around the US, Mexico, and Canada who are using Weld.com videos in their classrooms as part of their curriculum and lecture presentations. The best part about Todd's effort is that he does not focus on one facet of welding. He is incorporating each welding and cutting process used in the industry today. Weld.com is teaching all welding processes in all positions. It does not stop there. He has put videos together to teach welding inspection, blueprint reading, welding symbol interpretation, and various forms and methods of fabrication. The channel is a true reflection of today's industry, and it is uniting welders around the world to help each other become the best welders they can be. As the nominator stated, in my opinion, Todd has done more to promote the welding trade and recruit individuals than any other program out there. Under Todd's direction, the channel has always been dedicated to helping and inspiring the welding community. There are no sales pitches to promote products or brands for the sake of selling welding products. The sole focus of the channel is to help individual welders to become better in their trade. The channel and its host display a true passion for what they are teaching, and Todd captures that in each episode. I could think of no one better to receive the WEMCO Media Award than Mr. Klauser. Without being asked or directed, Todd has taken it upon himself to inspire the next generation of welders. Todd puts in just as much time and effort during his personal time to help young welders get their settings dialed in, prepare for a weld test, or understand technical applications in further detail. It is my pleasure to present the Excellence in Welding Award in the media category to Todd Klauser. And Todd's response: when I started with Weld.com back in 2011, there was very little activity from the industry on social media. Video content in particular was primarily used to sell product with little value added to the shop floor. We had the amazing privilege to be pioneers in helping companies build communities of loyal customers through education and engagement. It is exciting to see more companies adopting this strategy, appealing to the frontline men and women in their marketing efforts as it brings up the welding industry as a whole. Thank you so much for this incredible honor. I look forward to continuing to push the limits of media creation for the welding metalworking industry. And finally, our last category is our veterans category. Veterans of our military services play a critical role in the welding industry, and we are proud every year to honor a member of the United States Armed Forces who has positively represented our industry. This year, we honor William Holmes. William Holmes grew up in a small rural community of Hollywood, South Carolina, in an agricultural setting with very little prospects for employment opportunities. His high school agricultural teacher recommended that the students learn how to use the welding machine in the classroom because it would be a career opportunity for them. William Holmes took the advice of his teacher and learned the rudiments of welding in high school. After graduating from Baptist Hill High School in 1968, he enrolled at the local community college, Trident Technical College, to continue his training in the welding trade. After only 1 year of classes, he was recruited by General Electric and became a full-time welder in Charleston, South Carolina. In 1970, he was drafted into the U.S. Army and completed a 19-month tour of duty, proudly serving his country in Vietnam. Most of his time there was spent as a crane operator, unloading rock from train cars, in addition to building corrugated wall alongside the tracks. After returning home to South Carolina, he continued his career at General Electric as a welder and later worked at Lockheed for 3 years while obtaining a college degree at night. In 1989, he was hired as a welder at a small shipyard just a few miles from his home in Hollywood. This small shipyard, Stevens Towing Company, is part of a owned tugboat company that was started in 1913 on Yonges Island, South Carolina. William was instrumental in building a large railway, which led to doubling the size of the shipyard. He soon became a welding supervisor and was a mentor, leader, and friend to many of the other welders for more than 25 years. He retired from Stevens Towing in 2016 after a rewarding and enjoyable career. In 2017, he was asked to return to Stevens Towing Shipyard to create a high school internship and Department of Labor apprenticeship for students from his community and his alma mater, Baptist Hill High School. Of the 14 high schools in the Charleston County School District, none of them offer a high school welding curriculum, and Stevens Towing wanted to partner with high school students to expose them to the possibilities of welding as a career path. William Holmes was the perfect choice to be the instructor. 18 high school students have completed the internship representing 3 local high schools. 8 interns have remained at Stevens Towing after graduating to become full-time apprentices in the shipyard. And 3 of those apprentices are attending the Trident Technical College in certificate and degree programs. William Holmes is devoted to his family, raising 3 children with his wife. He sings in the choir and is the treasurer for his church. In addition, he is an active member and officer for his Baptist Hill 1968 class reunion committee. He spends his free time welding in his shop, repairing numerous items for anyone in the community who needs something welded, and he happily does so. William Holmes is generous with his time and talent. His gentle demeanor and selfless concern for others makes him a stellar nominee for this award. He gives tirelessly to his family and friends, his community, his church, his alma mater, his employer, his students, and his colleagues without ever expecting anything in return. He is dedicated and diligent, seeing every project through to fruition. The most remarkable impact he has had on his community is devoting the time, patience, and expertise to teach local high school students from his community how to weld. He constantly goes above and beyond to listen and mentor those students in job skills, financial literacy, life lessons, car repair projects, and most of all, his beloved trade, welding. This high school internship program that he created at Stevens Towing Company is a source of pride in the small community of Hollywood, South Carolina, and Baptist Hill High School, where William learned to weld in the agriculture classroom in 1968. Over 50 years later, he is giving the local students who do not have many employment prospects in their rural town an opportunity to learn a trade and develop a skill. William Holmes' retirement consists of giving back to his community in the form of mentoring a few students each semester and living by example the core values of integrity, dedication, and pride in your work. His community and his students are fortunate beneficiaries of a highly skilled welder and an extraordinary person. William Holmes has devoted his retirement years to teaching welding to local high school students in the small rural town in Hollywood, South Carolina. He is a remarkable mentor, a man of integrity and dedication to his trade. His exemplary dedication to giving back to his community deserves this recognition. And I am proud to present to William Holmes the Excellence in Welding Award in the veteran category. And William's response to this honor: "It is an honor and privilege to be nominated and to receive this award. I would like to thank my instructor at Baptist Hill High School for encouraging me to pursue a career in welding. Also for companies such as General Electric and Stevens Towing for providing me work for many years to develop my craft. My recent years in the trade are the most memorable because Mathilde Demond and I came together to provide welding training, job skills, and encouragement to local high school students in my community and surrounding areas. Thank you very much." Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 2020 virtual ceremony. Winners, please remember that you are invited to the FabTech 2021 in Chicago, where you will be recognized in person as winners of the 2020 Excellence in Welding Awards. Thank you all for your amazing contributions to the welding industry. And to the audience, thank you for taking this time to recognize and honor these people and organizations for all they have done for our welding industry. Good day.